Hi, this is Eric Smith. Time to do another quick look video, and I thought I would do it from the book of Acts, the 5th chapter, verses 19 and 20, and the Word of God reads this way. But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors and brought them forth and said, Go, stand, and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life. In the 5th chapter of the book of Acts, when you start at verse 12, you see that Peter and some of the other apostles were in Solomon's porch, and they were actually not only proclaiming the gospel and teaching, they were also laying hands on the sick and healing them. And then you see that the high priests and the Sadducees as well, they were upset about this. They laid hands on them and put them in a common prison. So when you get to verse 19, you get this supernatural act where it says, but the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors. So you had the angel of the Lord that supernaturally opened up the prison doors to let free the apostles and brought them forth and said, so the angel speaking to them and saying, go, stand, and speak in the temple, go to the temple, to the people, and do what? Speak all the words of this life. And this life is talking about the Christian faith. It's talking about the gospel. It's talking about the word of God. So even though they were put into prison and people wanted them to stop talking and they were all upset, especially the religious higher-ups, the apostles were set free by an angel of the Lord to go do what? Go, stand, and speak. Dear Christian, today, that's our marching orders as well. We're to go, stand, and speak. We're to go out and teach and preach the word of God to the saved and unsaved alike, particularly the gospel of Jesus Christ to sinners. We're supposed to stand firm in our faith when we preach that gospel message or teach, and we're to speak what? The word of God. Speak the gospel. So we're to go, stand, and speak. We're supposed to do that. And even though an angel of the Lord is not going to supernaturally let us out of a prison, though that could happen because God is a supernatural God, we are sent out in the Great Commission to proclaim the gospel and make disciples. It doesn't matter if we're threatened with prison, if people don't like us, if people call us names or think that we're crazy. We're to go, stand, and speak. That's what we're to do. And just like the apostles in the early church, even though we don't have a supernatural act like that all the time, those are our marching orders, and we need to do that because there's sinners out there that need to be saved, and there's Christians that need to learn the word of God. We need to go, stand, and speak. So this is Acts chapter 5, verses 19 and 20. Just wanted to do a quick look to encourage you, Christian, and to remind you, Christian, that we have marching orders in the scriptures of what we're to do in this Christian life. The apostles knew that during the early church age, when the church was just beginning. They were going out and proclaiming the gospel, and they were proclaiming it to a lot of their fellow Jews that probably thought, what kind of crazy thing are you talking about? But you know what? They could connect the Messiah, Jesus Christ, to the Old Testament scriptures, and they could teach those verses to them and show them that Jesus was and is the Christ. And they needed to preach and teach on that life, the Christian life. And today, we are supposed to do the same thing. As always, if the videos on this channel have encouraged your Christian walk and edified you in any way whatsoever, but you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you want to, hit the button. If you want to leave any comments, please do so, but please do not be snarky. Please do not be profane. As Christians, we want to be Christ-like in everything we say and do. And until we do another quick look, read the book of Acts. Read how the early apostles and disciples went out and proclaimed the gospel of Jesus Christ. The message wasn't always received. Every day is not going to be like the day of Pentecost, where you have thousands coming to the Lord. Sometimes you may have an event like Acts 17, where the Apostle Paul is preaching to idolaters, and they were calling them names, and some of them said they would hear the matter, but some actually got saved. The results are not up to us. The results are always up to God. It's his supernatural salvation. We're just the means of giving the gospel so that they may be saved. So we need to do what? Go, stand, and speak. We have to remember to do that. And it's nerve-wracking sometimes, and sometimes we don't think we have the words, but we just need to preach the word of God and give the gospel message that we know. Hey, give it in your testimony if you have to. But one way or the other, go, stand, and speak. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and God bless.